The story begins in an ordinary place, a place people visited every day, a place of routine, not expectation. And yet, it was there that one of the most powerful encounters with Jesus took place. This woman did not wake up that morning expecting her life to change. She simply came to draw water, but Jesus had an appointment with her long before she arrived. She came at noon, the hottest hour of the day. This detail matters. Women usually came together in the morning or evening, but she came alone. Many believe she did this to avoid judgment, whispers, and stares. Her life story had made her an outcast. Broken relationships, public shame, silent pain. She was carrying more than a water jar. She was carrying wounds. And then Jesus spoke to her. This alone was shocking. A Jewish man speaking to a Samaritan woman was against every social rule of the time. But Jesus was never bound by human barriers. He crossed cultural lines, religious lines, and moral labels to reach one heart. He asked her for water, not because he needed it, but because he wanted a conversation. Jesus often begins where we are comfortable, before leading us to where we are healed. As the conversation unfolded, Jesus said something that changed everything. If you knew the gift of God, you would have asked him, and he would have given you a living water. She thought he was speaking of physical water, but Jesus was speaking of something deeper, the thirst of the soul. This woman had tried to satisfy her thirst through relationships, through love that never lasted, through acceptance that always slipped away. And Jesus gently revealed that he knew her past. He knew the brokenness. He knew the shame. And yet, he did not reject her. This is one of the most important moments in the gospel. Jesus exposed her truth without condemning her. He showed her that being known by God is not something to fear. It is something that heals. For the first time, someone saw her fully and still offered grace. Then came the revelation. Jesus revealed himself as the Messiah. Not to religious leaders, not to scholars, but to a woman society had dismissed. This tells us something powerful about the heart of God. He reveals himself to the humble, the broken, and the honest. In that moment, everything changed. The woman left her water jar behind. This is symbolic. She came for water, but left with purpose. She ran back to the same people she once avoided and told them about Jesus. Shame turned into boldness. Silence turned into testimony. The woman who avoided people now ran toward them. One encounter with Jesus changed her identity. She was no longer defined by her past. She became a messenger of hope. Many believed because of her testimony. The woman who came to the well broken became a bridge for others to meet Christ. This story reminds us that Jesus still meets people at wells today. In ordinary moments, in quiet places, in routines filled with pain, he still speaks to hearts that feel dry and tired. And he still offers living water. If you feel unseen, Jesus sees you. If you feel judged, Jesus offers grace. If your soul is thirsty, Jesus is the answer. You don't have to clean yourself before coming to him. You don't have to hide your past. You only have to be honest. Because one moment with Jesus can turn shame into purpose, pain into testimony, and thirst into life. If this message spoke to your heart, stay with us. Subscribe and keep walking in the Word.